Happy Wednesday. Well, what a way to start a Wednesday with an earthquake in El Paso. Holy cow. I didn't even feel anything. My wife was freaking out. She thought somebody had walked into the house or something because it started to be like very loud and noisy. Like somebody's trying to knock down the door or the wall. I didn't even realize anything. Did you feel it? I didn't even know we could have earthquakes in El Paso, to be honest with you. But the first thing that I got pissed off about, I was like, okay, well, is everybody okay? Nothing happened. And I came to check our setup here because I like to keep everything in line and organized. I was like, oh my God, I hope that this earthquake didn't mess this up once everyone's fine, of course, right? I was worried about my setup because we had just set this up yesterday. Oh my God, anyway. But if you didn't feel the earthquake shake you, I'm here to bring you a topic that will shake you if you are a parent. And that is that if you are out of shape and you want the best for your kids, you are not in congruence. You are being a hypocrite. Okay? And I am talking to myself here. And this shook me, and I'm sharing it because I want this to shake you if you're not realizing that you're messing up your kids with this. For myself, the biggest pain in my life came from being weak and out of shape, from being out of alignment with the person I was meant or that I wanted to be. Every pain in my life, well, not every pain, most pains came because I was out of shape. Since I was a little kid, I was bullied because I was insecure. I had a funny looking body, and the kids made fun of me and didn't want to be my friends. As I started growing up, I couldn't find a relationship because I was not attractive, right? And even when I was in relationships, I was in toxic ones because I would let people walk all over me because I was insecure, I was self-conscious. I didn't even have the courage to go into bed with someone that I loved because I was just freaking out, so insecure about myself. So self-conscious. I had no belief in myself whatsoever. And when we're out of shape, we go through life, we go through the motions. We go through life hiding. We avoid the mirror. We avoid pictures, or we hide in them, right? We want to be in the back hiding. We just wear black. We just wear baggy. We just feel shitty about ourselves, right? And so that led to a hard time getting friends, a hard time getting a passionate relationship, a hard time getting a job because I didn't believe I deserved it, because I didn't believe in myself, a hard time reaching success in my career because I had obstacles in the way beyond what everybody else, because I was my biggest obstacle, and the person talking up here in my head was the biggest obstacle, all because I was out of shape. It just rippled into all areas of my life. I even became suicidal because I was just suffering so much. And for me, I can tell you stories and stories about how I've suffered because of that. Anxiety, depression. But if being out of shape caused me my biggest pain in my life, the last thing I want is to give my daughter that pain. To give your kids the pain, if you can relate with this, if you've suffered through your life because you haven't been in shape, you haven't felt good in your own skin, and it affected every area of your life, and you're not doing something about it, you're passing that pain to your kids. You're transferring it to your kids, even though you don't realize it, because monkey see, monkey do. And if you're not comfortable with yourself, they're learning that. And if you bitch about, oh, it's so hard. Oh, I have to go on a diet. Oh, I'm trying to lose weight. Oh, I can't stick with it. I'm an emotional eater. And they see you set a goal and back out. Set a goal and back out. Start on Monday, quit by the evening. Start on next Monday, quit by the evening. Then make more damage during the week because, hey, well, you're going to start back on Monday, right? And you're really going to get serious that time. So you do even more damage. And they're learning that not just through fitness, but they're learning for their life that it's okay to set goals and not go for them. It's okay to sell yourself short. It's okay to make excuses. It's okay to settle for mediocrity. Why? Well, you know what? But my dad or my mom is busy with this other thing. He's great in this thing. He's great in his career, but he's shitty everywhere else. No, you don't want them to learn that. You want them to live a full life. So I realized because my biggest pain was being out of shape, I'm not going to be out of shape because I don't want my daughter to learn that. I want her to learn that, hey, I'm confident in myself. I overcome my biggest obstacles, which are up here and in here. I follow through when I make a commitment. If I said I'm going to wake up at a certain time, if I said I'm going to work out, I don't complain about how hard the journey is. I keep showing up day in, day out. If it's cold, if it's hot, if there's an earthquake, like the routine doesn't change. And she's seeing that. And I never tell her, hey, let's make this healthy smoothie. I never tell her, let's work out. But she sees me doing it. She sees me working hard. She sees me getting up early. And so she wants to do all these things. So if you're one of those parents that you say, I'll do anything for my kids, but you won't get in shape, what are you doing? Seriously. I was shaken by this because even after being in shape for a while, I got out of shape just a few years back. Life threw a bunch of curveballs at me and I got out of shape and I stopped buying my own BS. I started negotiating with my little crybaby. I started, making excuses and, I'll get back to it later. I'm busy right now. Things are hard. So many things are going on. And so I can't do it right now. And guess what? I realized I needed to be shaken. I needed to be awake. I needed like a slap in the face, like, dude, what are you doing? You're the leader of the household and you're being a little crybaby. You're making excuses like you've done way harder things than eat healthy and sweat for like 30 minutes. Like sometimes we make this so hard in our head and it's just not that big of a deal. You just gotta follow through, build momentum and stick with it, right? Stop negotiating with yourself. So if you're thinking that you're gonna get in shape for the new year, for that cruise, for that vacation, you're doing it wrong. It's not gonna stick because it has a deadline. It has an expiration date. What's gonna happen after you go to that wedding, after the trip? Oh, now it's off. What's gonna happen when that challenge ends? Now it's off, right? You need to realize that this is not about that getaway. This is not about that get back into the dating scene. Whatever it is, if you want this to stick, it has to be a lifestyle thing. And it has to be something you realize that you'll do for the ones that you love. Because you want to show up for them as your best. You don't want to show up as your half-assed version. You don't want to show up as your, just mediocre version or just great in one area of life, right? But like super mediocre or average on the other. No, I want to show up as my best for my daughter, for my family, my wife, for you guys, my clients, my team. And I could not get in shape for me again. After I did it for me again, before, and then I got out of shape with the whole thing that had happened in the last 3 years, I could not follow through for me. It only sticked once I made it about somebody else. Once I made it about, hey, I am betraying my most important people by not giving them my best. I am an offering to this world to them. Do I want to be a 10% version of me or who I could be? No. And I know that the biggest pains in my life all stem from me being out of shape because of that ripple effect. I don't want anybody in my circle, anybody close to me to go through that. Knowing how simple and easy it is. Like if you're a mom, you probably stopped drinking when the baby was in your belly. And even if you used to drink or smoke, you're pregnant for 9 months, doctor said you cannot smoke, you cannot drink, and you quit. And it was not a question about it. You quit. Why? Not for you. You wouldn't quit for you. You wouldn't quit drugging yourself for you. You wouldn't quit insulting your body and your health and what the Creator gave you for you. But you did it for that baby. You did it for somebody else. The problem is that what happened once that baby came out of your down there, now you go back to it because you think that you're not hurting your baby anymore. But let me tell you, the way you live your life could be hurting them more than if you had a drink here and there when that baby was inside of your body. The way you live your life, the way you talk to yourself, the way they see you act and see you talk to yourself could be more harmful for them than you having a few drinks when they were inside you. So just because that baby came out of your vagina doesn't mean you can't hurt him anymore, okay? Let's just call it what it is. If you're big, if you've suffered in your life because you've been fat, It's time to change that. And if you won't do it for you, you gotta do it for them. And please do not say you're gonna start in January. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna start all gun-ho in January, but the next 2 months, I'm just gonna trash myself. I'm gonna keep insulting myself. I'm gonna keep making excuses. I'm gonna make more harm because I know I'm starting in January, even though I may quit by half the month, half January or February. Like, seriously, if you had a hard time sticking with it, make it about them, not about you. If you're a parent, like, seriously, you are hurting your kids if you're living a mediocre life in a mediocre body. And it's not about the image. I'm not judging. I can talk harshly about this because I've gone through this. And if I could go back in time and remove that pain because I had an example, because I had somebody guiding me or somebody to tell me or show me like how easy it is to be in shape, how simple it is to stick with it, I would have paid millions. I would have given up everything I have today to not go through the pain and just get me to where I am now. If I could just fast track by having that role model, that mentor in my life, I would have been so much ahead today. I would have not suffered as much. And so you have the gift, my friend, right now. You have the opportunity that if you have someone else at home that you love, that you care about, through your actions, through getting in shape, because they're gonna see you go through uncomfortable things and you go through it. And you're gonna have a bad day and you're not gonna fall off. You're gonna stick with it. They're gonna see that and they're gonna replicate that in their life, in their fitness, in their health, in their relationships, in their careers, in anything they get involved with, because it can become their character trait. It can become their personality. But it's not about what you're gonna tell them. They'll replicate 90% of what you do. They'll probably listen to 10% of what you do. And I'm just learning that. I mean, it's crazy how little attention they pay to what you're going to say, to tell them how to live. And if you're going to tell them, you're trying to get them healthy, but while you're eating that donut at night, why would that here? Why would they listen to you? You don't even listen to you, right? So I needed to be shaken, and I didn't feel the earthquake, so I said, you know what? Today's a perfect day to shake a parent, or even if you are not a parent, but you have somebody that you love, that you care about, do it for them. Don't look at it as if I'm giving you a 50% version of me, I don't love you enough. If I'm giving you a fraction of the person I could be, how could I say that I love you, that I'll do anything for you? Like I hear this all the time, I'll do anything for my kids, right? But you won't get healthy. Why? Like, tell me. I'll die for my kids. How about you just live your best for your kids? How about rather than saying you'll die for them, you live for them. You live for them. You stop making excuses for them. I don't know how much time I'm going to have left here, but every day that I'm going to be here for my daughter, for my wife, for my family, for my team, for my clients, and my friends right here, and my followers, I promise you, I am going to be the best that I can be. I am going to push myself to be the best that I can be. Because I know that the reason you and I connected, the reason you and I crossed paths, is not an accident. I'm here to offer something to you. I'm here to probably get something from you. But I don't think we just cross paths just because, right? Whatever you believe in, God, the universe, whatever. But I believe in my purpose in my life is to add as much value as possible to the people around me. If people around me live a better life, they elevate, I've done my job. And I am not going to insult yourself, and especially since I'm a coach and I'm a leader. I'm not going to insult yourself and tell you, oh, you can be your best, while I'm pounding, donuts every night and Twinkies and drinking and drugging myself and snoozing and half-assing life. I could not sleep at night with myself. The reason I slept so deep last night and I didn't even feel the earthquake is not because I took my all-night burn. It's because I am at peace with myself. I empty the tank every day. I push myself every day. You can ask my wife, does he ever stop? When he sleeps. Like, I'm just not half-assing life. And I don't care what fucking obstacle life throws at me, I'm gonna keep showing up for you guys. I won't do it for me. If it was just about me, when it was just about me, and my decisions didn't affect other people, I was drinking, I was smoking, I was drugging myself, I was just insulted. Well, I've never done drugs. I'll tell you that. But I was just poisoning my body with junk. I was eating like shit. I was not working out. Even though I had a background of fitness, I had put on like 70 pounds and I was chunky strong, right? Oh yeah, I was fat. Call it what it is. I was fat, sloppy, and half-assed. And that polluted every area of my life. So I don't want you to go through that, all right? And I'm not gonna be a hypocrite to it. That's why I'm in shape. I show up when I don't feel like it. I go through the things that I'm not comfortable with for you. Because I don't do it for me, but I'll do it for you. And for my family, my loved ones, my family, my team, my clients. So, whether you felt the earthquake shaking our world today or not, I hope this message shook you enough to take action. If you've been putting it off, stop doing that. If you've been starting and falling off and starting and falling off and you're tired of starting over, you just gotta get tired of quitting. If you just don't quit anymore, you'll never have to start over. It's way easier, let me tell you, my friend, it's way easier to keep momentum going than to get it started. Way easier. Way easier. And it's way easier once you make it about somebody you care so much about. Not about you. Not about a trip. Not about a reunion. Not about an anniversary. Not about a party. Not about summer's coming. Holy shit. I don't want to cover up in the pool. That's all superficial. And don't get me wrong. It's great to be in shape and look better and have the superficial stuff. But that probably won't keep you going for the rest of your life. And so, if you want this to be a lifestyle, it has to be about what matters most to you. And for most of us, is the people around us, the people we care about. Unless, of course, you're one of those selfish, narcissist pieces of crap out there, right? But chances are you're not, because you wouldn't be following me. You wouldn't be part of Raw and part of the work and what we're doing. It's not our culture. We don't attract that people. We're about helping others and supporting each other. So chances are you care about some other people more than you do about you. And that's how you're gonna follow through. And if you need any help, let me know. My team and I live and breathe transformation. And this is what we do. So we're here for you. By the way, if you're a client or if you're not a client, our Black Friday deals are live right now. You don't have to wait till Black Friday. If you're serious about a life change, the best thing you can do is invest in yourself, commit yourself so you can't back out. Make it something that hurts, not fucking $10 membership, like something that hurts so you take it serious. When you pay attention. And get in a room where people are living that life. The quickest thing to change your results is to change your environment. If you're in an environment of people that don't take care of their health, they're insulting their body with junk, whether they chew it, whether they drink it, whether they inject it, they take it as pills, and they don't care about it, it's hard for you to break out. And when you start breaking out, they peer pressure you into staying there and they hold you down. So the quickest thing you get to get results is to get around people that already achieved the results that you're looking for. So always here to help. Let me know, send a message. If you want the link to the Black Friday sale, we have many options. The bonuses are insane this year. I don't think we're gonna ever offer so many bonuses. So hit me for the link, and regardless, whether you join the program or not, whether you invest in my program with, in yourself or my program with the Black Friday deals or not, or you go on your own or somewhere else, life's too short, my friend, to live half-ass. Be your best, live your best, and whatever it takes, be the best version of you for them. Have an amazing rest of your day. I'll talk to you next time.